Hi, I'm Jay Nehf, thoroughbred trainer in Southern California. We're at Santa Anita Park. Lord Admiral, 2-year-old thoroughbred that belongs to Cutter Nehf Racing Stable. And it is Wednesday, September 28th. We enter today for a race on October 1st, Saturday, 1 mile on the turf. This is the same type of race that Lord Admiral ran in for his first start on September 3rd at Del Mar. So it's about 7:30 a.m. and I'm headed to the racing office where I will make the entry.
Let's start that. And who's the cat's pilot?
Go back to Saturday.
No, you have an entry?
I have an
Which day?
For Saturday.
Saturday.
For the race. Breaker House, Perez, and I gotta pull the heads this way, so I just want to crank it.
2-year-old? Correct.
Give me a. Yeah.
Oh, Charlie, this is our YouTube channel you're going to be on again.
Again, okay.
All your different hats you wear.
Yes.
Lord Admiral.
Been third or fourth last time, that one.
Who rides?
Talamo.
Any equipment change of any sort?
Well, instead of a figure eight, we're using a drop noseband.
Arch.
But it's a noseband, so
So if
Shoes the
it was a
same.
blinker, if everything's the same, everything's the same.
Sunday,
LASIK.
second race.
okay.
Yeah, LASIK.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Charlie has accepted our entry, and this is about 3 hours later. All the entries have been taken. The entry box is closed, and now we're going to draw names and draw numbers to assign to those names for post positions. The gentleman on the left in the pink shirt will take each of those sheets of paper one by one, read the name of the horse on that sheet. Charlie will then drop a marble out of that little brown bottle. He'll read the number on that marble, so that will be the post position of that horse, and then he'll place the marble in the little wooden rack that holds the post positions, and that rack will fill up as each horse is assigned a number.
Okay, this is the one that goes as fourth race in the book. It's the first, the 12. 4, 1, 12. I think they're coming back.
5.
5 is Lord Admiral.
And as luck would have it, Lord Admiral was the first name drawn, and we got a great post position, number 5. Our rider, Joe Talamo, is very pleased to have that spot.
3.
Number 3 is Arch Prince.
1.
1 is Colonel Sampson.
12.
12 is Activated.
2.
2 is Bork.
7.
Number 7 is Pacific Coast Highway. Pretty good.
6.
6 is Whiskey and Roses.
8.
Number 8 is Swinging Star.
11.
Number 11 is Curly's Waterfront.
4.
Number 4 is Hogan.
Here. And 9. Oh, 9.
9 is Budokan. Budokan. Whatever his name might be.
Otakon.
And 10.
And 10 is Sergio.
Mendo.
And now that we know we're in the race, we have Robert Seiss, our farrier, put the shoes back on. These shoes are specifically for the turf course. Otherwise, we would be going barefoot. Here's a good look at the bottom of Lord Admiral's foot. It's a nice, healthy foot, good growth, and nice and tough. We don't cut away much. We just level it with the rasp and then apply the shoe. This is a Queen's Plate aluminum shoe. We're required to use aluminum. The Queen's Plate is a very plain shoe. There's no traction devices as such, but the groove in which the nail heads are recessed, that gives you some traction, as well as the nail heads. But there's no bar across the front for the toe to grab with. We have Robert square off the front of the toe so that the foot breaks over, what we call breaks over. It lands flat and then it tips forward as the horse is moving, and that facilitates the motion better by squaring off that toe. And this Queen's Plate shoe is the only shoe we're allowed to use on the turf course. And they will check those shoes as we head over to the paddock and go to the receiving barn where they identify the horse. They're going to check those shoes, and if you don't have Queen's Plate shoes on that horse, they will scratch your horse and they will send you home. So here's a couple of quick comments on this field of horses. You'll see I've put the peak speeds from Trackus behind each of these horses. Now the number 1 horse, Colonel Sampson, that's not available because his only 2 races came at tracks where they did not have Trackus. But in both of his races, he came from way back at the back of the pack, although he did finish second in his last start. Number 2, Bork, 44 miles per hour, but that was very briefly. As soon as they left the gate, he had that peak speed. He broke first from the gate, and then he was nowhere shortly thereafter. So if you look at the chart, you would not guess that he had that kind of speed, but there it is. Arch Prince, 39.3 miles per hour. I don't think he'll be a factor going to the lead. Hogan, 40.7 miles per hour. He might be heading up to the front there early. Didn't have much run after that in his last race. Lord Admiral, 40.3 miles per hour was the peak he reached in his previous race. But I can tell you that wasn't all he can do. Because if you recall, he went up with the leaders briefly, then was taken back, and it was in the second 16th of the mile that he reached his peak speed, but he was quickly taken back. So I think he can go a little faster than that. So I don't think there's much of a threat inside except for that 2 horse. So if Joe Talamo wants to go for the lead or even just sit second off of Bork, he's going to have a chance to do that. I don't think he'll have any trouble getting to that spot if that's what he wants to do. Now, Whiskey and Roses, 42.6. That's a pretty good turn of foot. If he wants to get Lord Admiral, he's going to have to work to get ahead of him, and that's a good thing. Pacific Coast Highway, 38.7. Not much to worry about there. He'll probably drop back. Swinging Star, again, he might come from the outside and try to get up with the lead, but he's going to have to shoulder his way past Lord Admiral, and we're on the inside this time, not the outside. So we can take a little bit of control of the situation. Budokan, 42.6. Sergio, 42.8. Curly's Waterfront, 42.2. These are all horses that have been running short distances. So they are going to show faster peak times. They may not show that kind of speed in this mile race. And finally, Activated, 38.1 miles per hour. I don't think we'll be seeing him going for the lead either. So I can tell you right now, I will not be telling Joe Talamo what to do. I'm going to let him get a feel for the start and make his own choices. He's a top quality jockey, and I'm not going to second guess him. We're going to give him the tools he needs to get the job done and hope he makes the right choices, and I'm confident he will. So click the red subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and that way you'll get notifications when the next videos come out. Thanks for watching, and good luck at the races. Hope to see you there one of these days.